The link started 2 years ago. It was when we played in the Eredivisie. We had a player on loan, Nac, was a player who was arranged with Virgil Harkin and with Old Maaskamp, the former coach of NAC Breda. And for us it was important to find a partner where we could do things with, not only players but also knowledge. So for us it is an advance to work together with Manchester City.
Well, City picked Breda because we were kind of concerned about the kind of final part of development for our young players, particularly around about 18, 19-year-old first loan experience. And I think that we felt that Holland in particular, the research that we'd done had a really good backdrop of giving young players opportunities. They have a good culture there in terms of how they want to try and play the game. So when you married those two things together, it seemed like it was the right environment. It was just really choosing, a particular club that suited our needs and requirements that we could have a very good working partnership with.
City watched several teams everywhere in competitions. What do they need to develop players? And the culture of Holland is we are always trying to play the possession game. We bring young lads in the team, educating, give boys chances. If you ask me what's the special reason why we're working together, is that they've chosen us because we have the right people, we have the right thoughts about the playing game, and we learn a lot of Manchester, especially on analysis, sports scientists. So we had our own way, and we looked at the way that City is working, and we have to combine them to get a better product. Where Manchester City is helping us, it's not only players. It's important to find a pathway for players who had to be developed, not only in the academy of Manchester, but also when they are 18, 19 years old, to go abroad to get new experience. That's one thing. We got better players in, they're very talented, so we are glad that we had this year 4 players of Manchester City, but not only players, it's the knowledge, the methodology, where we learn a lot how Manchester City is working. We get a bigger scouting area. So for us it's not only players, it's a lot of advantage also by helping us with our system of video analysis, sports scientists. So it's more cooperation, not only about players but also developing NAC as a better squad.
It's really important to give the youth a chance, and they have a very good structure there, and I think it's been good for us to tap into that.
And you see, most of the players are English players. You have Brandon Barker, we have Thomas, he's out Ghana, and also Ash Smith-Brown. For them it's a new experience.
Being here at NAC has really helped me a lot in terms of playing wise, because being here is also good for me because they're kind of a partnership with City, so it's going to help me to get step to the next level.
I used to play in Holland. I learned culture, little bit language, and I started scoring goals there. I played almost every game. Yeah, it was such a great experience for me, so it helped me so much.
I think when the opportunity came for me to come here, I felt like, yeah, it's good for me because at the end of the day I'm young and I need to play, because it doesn't matter where you're playing. The important thing is getting games and getting experience. That's what counts.
Well, first and foremost, it's match experience. Most of them are getting regular first team football, which is important. And but I think also the experience of living away from home, being in a different country, different language, different culture.
It was definitely tough because it was my first time abroad and stuff, and I've lived at home all my life. So, but yeah, I think I've coped with it quite well, to be fair.
Learned quite a lot about myself. Realised that I'm out of my comfort zone right now, and it's not much of a problem. I thought that maybe coming to Holland would be difficult for me, without seeing my family or friends, but I think up to now I'm doing it quite well.
I think that the boys so far that have been there have found it really enjoyable. I've noticed a change in them, just even the way they talk, never mind just their playing performances. They seem more mature, a lot more grown up, and these are exactly the experiences that we wanted to give our young players. And one of the reasons why we've gone so young in the under-23 team this year is to try and give our players challenges and allow them to develop in a tough environment. And I think Breda, as a first loan, is pitched at about the right level.
In professional environment, it's different when you are in an academy level. Everything is decided on the 3 points, and you have to give your best every single time. And it's really good because then you know that every weekend you are playing for something. But when you are in academy, it's like just for development. So I think for me, it's really good. It does bring pressure because then every weekend you think like you have to perform. But that's what football is all about. The best players perform when they're under pressure.
They're learning a lot about the game in general, but they learn a lot about themselves.
The expectations of the new boys of Manchester City were very high. You see the expectation of the crowd, they want to see the best players.
The atmosphere here, I'm not seeing much like it.
We're 6 months into our partnership with them. It's a 5-year deal, but we're really pleased. We're pleased that the experience that the boys have had already, and I think that as they go through the academy, I think they're getting some fantastic development. It's almost like a finishing school. If we don't get that piece right, then it's harder for those players to really bridge the gap between youth football and first team football for Manchester City. We think this is something that will certainly provide the players with the relevant experience to come back and become better players and challenge more to become first team players in Manchester. I
would take it as a stepping stone because you have to start from somewhere, you know. And I think in the future I'll look back and say, yeah, I played here, and then that's when I started playing, I started getting games, so, and that's helped me to get into the next level. So yeah, it's been a good experience.
First of all, it's bright for NAC. When you cooperate, it's a long path. You have to get to learn each other. After that, you have to develop with each other, a lot of talking sessions, meetings. And I think that we reach our goals sooner with the cooperation with Manchester City.